What's up, guys? It's Reaper, and today we are going to be diving into Avenged Sevenfold's newest album, Life is But a Dream. This album came out on June 2nd. It is now July 11th, so it's been a minute, but I wanted to take my time and really give it a listen and just kind of really get an idea for what the guys were thinking of when they made this album. Pretty much everything that I've heard from other people in regards to the album is it's an experience, or oh, it's not Avenged Sevenfold anymore, but it is. If you really listen to what it is that they have put into this music, you can tell it is still Avenged Sevenfold. It has always been Avenged Sevenfold. So I'm just going to be analyzing, commenting. This is all coming from my opinion as well as information I've gathered from the Tracks podcast, other interviews, videos, articles. I've really tried to dig into this album and I'm really excited. I hope that you enjoy, and let's get right into it, starting with Game Over. I would also like to comment that I have been a drummer since I was in 6th grade. Yeah, I've been a drummer since I was in 6th grade, and I am also a vocalist, so a lot of the details I will be picking out are in regards to those, but I'll still be able to comment on the guitars and everything. I have the lyrics pulled up so that I can comment on those as well, but let's get right into it. Oh, I'm excited. I would already like to comment on how aggressively Sin is picking the notes here. It's a stylistic choice, and you'll notice it later on. I'll point it out again. It's like very sharp, right? And the main melody. What a cool way to start an album as well. I love a good gallop. Okay, so before we get into that insane solo, I just want to talk about the lyrics a little bit. The concept of this song is talking about, like, one specific person's, not like anybody in particular, but just like a person's experience going through life. Crawling, walking, fleeting glory, welcome brother, stranger, bloody, teacher, recess, just like kind of talking about growing up, changes, hormones, high school threesome, roll call study, license freedom, just talking about like life. It's somebody going through life. And then this fucking crazy solo. You hear how much softer this guitar is compared to the guitar that we heard at the beginning. It comes back around again. I just thought that was such a unique stylistic choice. Also, in regards to the concept of the song, it kind of makes me think of, if you've seen Peaky Blinders, it makes me think of Tommy. If you pay attention to the lyrics, it's just kind of, I don't know, the mundane of life, and he's not really there. Just listen to these next lyrics.
It strikes me that I don't belong here anymore.
It's so sad.
As I observe my own reflection, try a happy face, staring through the warm tears.
That piano.
Sad frown from the cold years, adieu.
So, I think that this is a very cool touch. He says adieu there, and in the music video for Nobody, there is a note on the fireplace mantle that says adieu. So there's one instance of that coming up again, and it happens again. I'll point it out later. But in regards to these lyrics, strikes me that I don't belong here anymore. Observe my own reflection. Try a happy face. Staring through the warm tears. A sad frown from the cold years. Never had the will anyway. It's just like, this is getting a little deep, but anybody that has had or suffered from depression can relate heavily to these lyrics. And like, myself personally, I have, and I think one of the strongest things that really speaks to me about music is how music is really just like taking a snapshot of a feeling, of an emotion, and putting it into a musical format. And I think that they have done such an incredible job of capturing that feeling of, you know, just putting on a happy face and inside you're just dead. And it's really sad. The end of this song, unfortunately, ends with
I never had the will anyway. Toss a rope over the bridge and fall into the night. And here I swing from my family tree. Say good night.
back with that same melody from the beginning, but so much softer than it was at the start. The beginning of life, the end of life. Very dramatic. I love it.
Can't you see? Life is but a dream anyway.
Also, Matt's vocals on this album are really incredible. Right into Mattel. Hell yeah. They make the most out of such a small thing, like a single like what, dude, that is so impactful, and it's just a single note. Same thing with when we get to Nobody, but like holy cow, yeah.
My vinyl skin provides protection.
Also, the lyrics for this song, it's kind of about, like, it's all fake. Everything is fake. Vinyl skin provides protection. It holds in place my plastic bones. Just kind of speaking on how nothing's really real anymore.
It holds in place my plastic bones. Gas button eyes reflect an image. It all seems as it should, but there's nobody home.
Dude, he's got that cool, it's like Billie Eilish, bad guy, right? I'm the bad guy. That same sort of, I don't even know what effect that is, but I really love it.
But there's nobody home.
So cool. And there's the album art.
Might sound crazy, but I've smelled the plastic daisies, and it seems we've found ourselves in.
So that line might sound crazy, but I've smelled the plastic daisies. Also, in the Nobody video, there is somebody with a little plastic daisy, but it's got a barcode on the back of it. So again, just talking about it's all fake. Everything's fake. I love this drum set part, by the way.
He is made of wax, unfit to hear. Day after day, it all plays over. Dedicated loop, same year after year. Please attend.
Something that I think is really impressive among all musicians, and Avenged Sevenfold really highlights that well, not just in this song, but in a lot of their music. What is more impressive than an insane amount of notes and like just going crazy, which they do, right? But almost more impressive than that is space. And you know, there is a ton of space in this. I mean, Brooks, he's just really like sitting back, really just vibing, and I don't know, it's cool.
All model citizens, RSVP if we can count you in. Empty as we play pretend. Sing down downs with you until you can. In case we don't see you again. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
So that line, in case we don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, if you didn't know, is a line from the movie The Truman Show, where Jim Carrey plays a character who is stuck in a fake world that is being broadcast to people in the real world watching him on TV. But he doesn't know. He thinks that he is just living his life completely normal, just every day, whatever. But really, he's on a TV show. Isn't that crazy? I love that. I thought that was such a nice little touch.
Now I know this might sound crazy, but I've smelled the plastic daisies, and it seems we've found ourselves in.
Dude, that is just so massive. The way that it's like, oh my, I don't even know, dude, just huge. It just feels huge. Oh, and Matt is screaming, which is so sick. He hasn't screamed since Waking the Fallen, which is like fucking forever ago. But he said in an interview that he does whatever the song calls for, right? So he's not screaming because he wants to scream necessarily, but he felt musically that it was the correct choice, it was just the correct choice musically for the song, which I think is cool. Insane. So that guitar solo, it's a guitar solo. It sounds like a synth, right? Dueling synths. Guitar. So Sin has said that he was sick of playing guitar, that he was just tired of it. And I can imagine after playing an instrument for so long, just being bored with, and everybody knows that Sin is like the fucking, he's like a god in in the guitar world. And if he is saying that he is bored, something's up, right? So he started experimenting with creating, like, what can I do with my instrument? And that is how we ended up with that guitar solo, which I think is really cool. What a unique way to spice up an instrument you've been playing for your whole life. I love this polyrhythm.
Choice at all. Out of stock, the end is nigh.
I really like that line. Nice little piano. Like, okay. And up next, the first track that we had heard of this album, Nobody. Just so cool. 2 notes, just 2. So I already have a ton of stuff to talk about. So cool, just that 2 notes can feel so huge. They take up so much space in the song. The drums for this song, Brooks actually used 3 different drum sets just to record this song. They wanted the hi-hat, right, the constant 16th notes, to sound so consistent and crisp that it was almost as if it was like a hi-hat track that they got from a software, as opposed to Brooks actually playing it. So when they recorded it, he just played, when obviously, like, even though it would be obviously no problem for Brooks, really cool. Very classic rock. So it might be hard to hear without headphones on, but if you listen to this with headphones, you can hear these unbelievably low notes, these like crazy bass lines just sitting underneath all of that. Again, super crisp. Shredding, dude. Holy shit. Okay, so, the song Nobody was inspired by a piece of art that Wes Lang had done. Wes and Matt were good friends, right? And Matt had seen this piece that Wes did called Nobody, and that is what inspired the song Nobody. But all of this concept came from Matt's experience with MDMA. He did an MDMA trip with a shaman, like went through the whole experience, and essentially what happened was he experienced an ego death, which, if you have any idea who Matt Shadows is, talk about, you know, alpha male, just, you know, that would be a hard ego to put down, right? But he experienced an ego death where the conclusion that he came to was essentially that he was nobody, but he was also everybody. Essentially that everything is connected and like nothing is really anything at all. It's very it's a very like avant-garde sort of concept, but if you have any idea what it means to be nobody, then you have an idea of where I'm coming from with this. I just think that it's incredibly cool that he was able to like have this experience and be able to put it into a song, to create something that represents his experience with MDMA. And like a lot of people would probably be like, oh, it's another like album about the, you know, about drugs. What? It's not that. It is not that. Do not diminish the value that is this song by just saying it's about, you know, a drug trip, right? It's a lot more meaningful than that. Yeah, the lyrics, I'm a god, I'm awake, I'm the one in everything, I'm alive, I'm the dead, I'm a man without a head, I walk with death in final exhalation and come apart through violent separation. 1,000 floors ascend into the ether, a lunatic enchanted by the Reaper. Oh my. Back into that cool rock groove. You hear how tight that hi-hat is? God. This video is really cool too. The person who did this music video, this claymation music video, also did the music video for The Stage from their previous album, The Stage.
I'm the sun, yeah. I'm the God. I'm the way. I'm the one in everything.
Okay, so I remembered something and I had to come back. In Nobody, there's an orchestra that plays a bunch of brass instruments, right? And they put the microphone like in the brass instruments, like whatever it was that they had. They put the microphone like as uncomfortably close as possible, like way too up in their business, so that it created this incredibly harsh, punchy sound that they were going for. In addition to that, they recorded that orchestral music in the same studio that John Williams had used the night before to record Star Wars. The fucking tracks for Star Wars, dude. I was like, you're joking. This shit sounds like Darth Vader's fucking intro, dude. Are you joking? Just listen. Tell me this doesn't sound like Darth Vader, dude. Okay. Sorry, I just had to come back and say that. And here we are in this fake world. Thinks it's beautiful, but there's the barcode, you know? Just fake, it's crazy. And here you can see a dew on the fireplace mantle. Pretty cool. And back into his body he goes. Beautiful violin. Forgive me, I decided to make the little box bigger. Make it a little bigger. I'm so sorry. We still have a lot of album to go. It'll be okay. I love this. So, something already about this song is that somehow they managed to make something so fast still feel like it's halftime. It's like they do both at the same time, which I think is really cool considering the part that comes after this. Having this insane intro makes the next section all that more powerful. Very cool vocal. I don't know what they did there, but that was cool.
More power, more pace, more money, more taste, more
Oh my
sex,
God.
more pills, more skin, more chills, build tall.
Okay, oh my gosh, this might be my favorite song on the album. It's just so fucking like, oh, it's just so heavy. Okay, so first thing I want to point out is the guitar riff, which I didn't really pick out initially. From the jump, I was really focused on Matt's vocals, which are super cool. Just the more power. It feels very much like, it's like I can see Matt marching at me, just singing this. Well, I guess speaking it, but it's very heavy. It's very, very powerful. It almost feels like a war, or like a general telling you, like, this is what's happening. We need more, telling you. And I think that's sort of a comment on like corporations and society. They all are just trying to sell. Nobody's buying. That's a Motionless reference. Anyway, the guitar riff here is just so fucking cool. Let's listen to the guitar specifically. Hold on.
More power, more pace, more money, more taste, more sex,
Love it.
more pills, more skin, more chills, build tall,
Build higher.
build far,
So good.
build wider, build here, build down,
That descending fucking, I don't even know what the lyric is for that. Hold on.
build here, build down, build up, build now.
Yeah, I think he's saying, build now. Like, he's basically just saying the same lyrics, but drawing it out.
Look at the way you go. You're one in a million, and you know it shows. We love you. Until the morn. More wants, more needs, more hits, more fiend, more speed, more drive, more self, more time. Build out, build fast, build strong, build fast, build two, build more, build all, build war. Look at the way you go. You want it and you know it shows, and we love you.
So I think that Matt's vocals really shine in this song, even though a lot of it is just him speaking. When it gets to the look at the way it goes, you're one in a million, I think that his vocals really, really shine there. And this this part of the song makes me think of like Doctor Strange just floating in space. You know what I'm talking about?
And you know it shows.
And his vocals, they're so soft compared to previous albums, which he definitely was going for. It was intentional.
Until the morn.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Back to the gallop. Okay, so I don't really have anything to say about that guitar solo other than the fact that it was absolutely fucking shredding. But myself personally, I really like I like hardcore music, so that sort of drum beat super fast, like, you know, personally I really like that. And I think that it's cool that they were able to so eloquently meld like two completely different ideas, you know, this like super fast hardcore rhythm, this crazy shredding guitar solo back into the melody, this beautifully soft Shalorando. Also, this music video is VR. Watch it VR. Like, so cool. Just so cool, so different. Matt said in an interview that he specifically wanted this to sound like you were floating down the bayou, which I think they did a great job, not only with how it sounds, but with the visual as well. And this is like taking me back to like Gunslinger, you know, off Self-Titled. That particularly is why it's pissing me off when people are like, it's not Avenged Sevenfold. Yes, it is. It is Avenged Sevenfold, okay? It's just not the Avenged Sevenfold you're used to. Matt's not screaming in your face anymore. That's okay. Beautiful. Pretty cool. I like the visualizer as well. It's like the end of days. Alright, let me just say, I don't have a ton to say about Cosmic. Just because, I don't know. I just don't really know what to say about it. I'll try and comment on something, but
Fade from all that was before. We shut another door, but not our last goodbye.
This is the longest song on the album.
Fate is taken once again. The fight will never win. And time again we try. Left alone, I can't wait too long. Fate.
I forgot to mention this during Nobody, so I guess I'll just mention it now. All of the artwork was done by Wes Lang. So Matt was originally inspired by a piece of art Wes Lang did called Nobody, and that created the song Nobody. And then as Avenged Sevenfold was putting together more songs for the album and sending it to Wes, just for fun, they're buddies, you know, hey, check out what we're doing. Wes was inspired by the music and created more art, and he did not want to create artwork, album artwork. He didn't want to work with any bands. He did album artwork for the Grateful Dead, and apparently did not have a great time during that whole process. So he was like, I don't want to work with bands anymore. But he was just so inspired by the music that Avenged Sevenfold was creating that he created all of this artwork. And essentially it's art inspiring art, which I think is really cool. In addition to, Matt had said that the album artwork that like is the album artwork isn't the only one that is the album art. Like all of the pieces that Wes had made for the album can all, it's like interchangeable. It's all the album art, which is just cool.
We love so many times and in so many lives. Sometimes we got it right. Pain, it found its way back in until we meet again into that good night. None too far as we chase through the stars beyond forever. I'll follow you.
I think that this song reminds me a lot of the music from The Stage. Yeah, this absolutely is making me think of The Stage specifically, like that song. They just kind of let Sin go on this one. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I haven't listened to this with headphones on since like these headphones. I haven't listened to the album since it came out. Holy shit, dude. That transition has so much bass. Just unbelievable reverberation. Insane. Wow. Beautiful piano again, like, okay. Cool, it's like, it ties it together almost.
Dancing in the wind, these roses born again. There you'll find me before the dawn of man. In castles made of sand. There you'll find me riding in the caves. This fire lights the way. There you'll find me, mask of royal glow, dawn in Pharaoh's clothes. There you'll find me, letting go.
So I'm not sure exactly what the song is about here, based on the fact that it's called Cosmic and these lyrics. It's kind of saying, like, I am everything, like, before the dawn of man in castles made of sand, riding in the caves as fires light the way, like, before the dawn of man, and then caveman, and then mask of royal glow, dawn in Pharaoh's clothes, like a pharaoh, rings of dust and ice, like, it definitely seems like we are everything. It's cosmic. That's just my guess. I don't really know.
Rings of dust and ice, weightless in the night. There you'll find me, let it go.
More beautiful, beautiful instruments. I initially thought that was the end of the song. Nope. It just keeps going. And it's, I don't know. Heavy reverb again. Is that Brooks? These drums, the toms sound so like the drums, these toms sound like artificial almost, the tuning. Yeah, it's like it almost sounds like a video game or something. Boo boo boo. These are the same lyrics. I really love Matt's background vocals there. He's just saying I'm gone, but it's very powerful. Beautiful morning, baby. This is one of the most interesting songs on the album, I think.
I sit stowing, touch of the divine upon my neck.
So cool.
Take my body down, let me ascend. Help me to hear and give me to sing and save me before I
That constant that guitar riff continues.
take my body down, let me ascend.
It just keeps going. Listen. It just keeps going. Okay, so I think that this song is more so about like they're dead, like he's died and he's going to hell, right? But he's just commenting on there's the nothingness of being dead, choking on the flowers as they bloom, no one to know, nowhere to hide, nothing of me left behind. And then you walk on water, but the water swallows you. That's obviously a reference to like Jesus walking on water, right? And the water swallows you, so like maybe he's just commenting. I don't know about that one. Okay, so Don't Let It Be, right? I think that they're referencing the Beatles, Let It Be. They're saying Don't Let It Be, and I think that's really interesting considering the next part of the song is like super Beatles. Also, the vocals for this section of the song are Sin and not Matt, if you couldn't tell.
It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful day.
Also, they were going to have Stevie Wonder do the vocals for this part, but he got wrapped up in The Voice or something.
Everybody is smiling in a beautiful way. I took a walk to paint the flowers and the trees. The sun reflected, gazing fondly on me.
I mean, even these drums, I can just see Ringo just like, going along. And the visuals are like took a walk to paint the flowers and the trees, the sun reflected gazing fondly on me. It's just like it's giving me Disney vibes, just thinking like all of the plants and the flowers and the sun, everything has a face and they're all smiling and dancing. It's like very cartoonish visuals.
It's outside. It'll wash the pains away and carry me home. I'll finally arrive. There's no one but
And then Matt came in there too. Back to that same riff at the beginning. Really cool cymbal work. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so the line he just said, "Let me exhale a concession to hell while slowly embracing the scar." Whereas at the beginning of the song, it says, "Let me inhale my passage to hell while slowly exhaling the scar." So it seems he's changed his mind. He's embracing it now. Also, once again, Matt's very impressive background vocals, not the main vocal being sung. It's cool. Powerful, very powerful. I wonder if Brian did all the piano for this. It's interesting. It's a very interesting song. I wish I had more to say about it, but like, I don't know. It's just weird. And now, easier.
I know you see brighter days along the way.
Okay, hold on. There are so many fucking influences for this song. It's kind of crazy. We have Alice in Chains, Daft Punk, Kanye, Led Zeppelin. This song is just an amalgamation of all of these cool different influences from all different areas. It's insane. And that is precisely why you should never discount music that is not in your specific genre. If you make music, you make metal music, don't just listen to metal music. Listen to pop and hip hop, R&B, classical. You know, you really want to broaden your horizons so that you can get these cool influences, take what you like, turn it into your own thing, and here you have Easier. Also, I think that they put Matt's voice through a vocoder there. I'm not entirely sure, but it's giving me Not Ready to Die vibes, if you recall that. I love his vocals in this song in particular. I don't know. I still cannot figure out what the thought process was there. Just these little, it's like pew 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 pew, like you're playing a video game or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, already have to comment on the fact that G is the start of the last 4 songs on the album, but the last 4 songs, I mean, at least the last 3, you can kind of think of as like one song. They all have such unique and different, like, sounds, but it's all cohesive too. Very Mr. Bungle. And really proggy, right? Then we're just vibing.
am the man. 6 days of bullshit, a wave of my hand, and you know what I need. Put your hands together, get down on your knees. Oh, climb a hill and just don't talk. I never made a man, didn't trip when they walk the walk.
It's so chic, and we love what you've done with the place. Compliments you with style.
Can't tell me that all I see.
So, this song is called G, and it is basically from the perspective of God, right? Or like a godlike person creating man, and they're kind of like an asshole. It's like an asshole version of God. Particularly makes me think of God from Supernatural. If you have seen that, I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that is who this song makes me think of, so that can possibly give you an idea.
Can't tell me that all I see. Get from the fabulous one. All about a name that came to me. Explain what a phone would bring. Prayed so hard and oh my Lord, I got a spot at the front of the line. Can't be late for my weekly dance. We're gonna save someone.
It's like a god that is just like, he can only be bothered to save one person a week. That's kind of like what I'm getting from this.
What have I done?
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. You gotta be kidding me. I am the plan. Cheap imitations by obsessive fans, but you're great and fun to watch. On the 7th day I thought about world peace, but I decided just to take it off.
If you didn't catch that line, on the 7th day I thought about world peace, but I decided just to take it off. It's like, fuck you, I guess. Also, these female vocals, it's so chic and we love what you've done with the place. Compliments you with style and grace. In my mind, I don't know if this is exactly what he was going for, but I'm seeing it like angels. Like he's in heaven with these angels and he's creating man, creating earth, and all the angels are like, ooh, it's so chic. Like, I love what you've done with the place. Talking about earth and the humans and everything is just like, what the fuck, man? They're beautiful vocals, too. And still have that underlying riff.
It's so chic, and we love what you've done with the place. Compliments you with style.
Can't tell me that all I see. A gift from the fabulous one. All about a name that came to me. Explain what a phone would bring. Prayed so hard and oh my Lord, front of the line. Can't be late. We're gonna save someone. Fuck. Give me a delete button. Delete.
I don't know if that's Matt or if it's Sin. For some reason, I hear it being Sin and them just like goofing off in the studio. Delete.
Give me a delete button. Delete. Not too bad for a first try. One robot.
And then all of a sudden, we're in a twerp song? Giving beach vibes, right? Beach vibes? And the auto-tune, dude? Nothing that Avenged Sevenfold does is unintentional, right? So this auto-tune, very, very specific and intentional for the sound they were going for. I really like this one.
I wanna see the things that you see. I wanna be the human you be. I wanna know the secrets inside. I wanna know the feelings you hide. Will you give me my own soul control?
So the song is called Ordinary. It's almost as if somebody who is not human is asking, like, how do you be a human? Will you give me my own soul? I want to be the human you be. I want to know the secrets inside. I want to know the feelings you hide. Will you give me my own soul control? Tell me how to dream. Tell me what it means. Tell me how to feel. Tell me you believe. Tell me all the things you wanted me to be. I don't know. Also, like, is this a synthesizer or is this another guitar trick? Everything that they do is organic. If it's not organically made, like the sounds that they're creating, then they would only ever use something artificial if it was an intentional sound they were going for. Otherwise, they would try to create that sound organically by using different pedals, different, pitch shifters, different microphones, all these different physical ways to create sound instead of letting it be something digital. So who knows what's going on here. I just now realized that riff from the beginning, that's still going on in the background. Holy shit, dude. That transition. Let me play it for you on Spotify so that you can hear the precise transition, how it's supposed to sound, because there was a little bit of a gap from the YouTube video. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I lied earlier. This is probably my favorite song on the album. It is very sad, but in like a beautiful way. The concept is death, and the lyrics reflect, you know, that of somebody who's like just going through their mundane life. And I don't know if they mean that this person literally dies, or because it says in my dreams, or if it's supposed to be a metaphor. Either way, the melody and the lyricism and the vocals, holy shit, dude. Yeah, I love this song. I'm gonna shut up now. You can listen to it.
In my dreams, I awake as daylight breaks and wash my face. Put my bedroom back in its place and tucked away. Write a note of a few things I want to say and leave it on the fireplace.
Okay, so I mentioned this very, very early on, that the adieu comes back around again. So cool. So he says adieu in the first song, Game Over, when he's talking about he's ending his life. He's basically leaving his suicide note, right? And then adieu on the mantle of the fireplace in the Nobody music video. And then in the second to last song on the whole fucking album, write a note of a few things I want to say and leave it on the fireplace. I mean, come on.
And in my dreams, another day.
And that timpani, they have like a full orchestra in the background, string instruments, percussion. It's, oh my god, dude. And the guitars.
In my dreams,
Come
I
on,
stare out in the distance of the city scene. From way up here, it's so serene. There's nothing said. As I make myself more comfortable with the edge, I leap into the darkest night. Wind on my face, it satisfies. I never have felt so alive, and in my dreams I'm blind.
Like, how incredibly powerful. Matt, his vocals shine the most on this song, I think. It just blows me away every single time. I love this song. Beautifully composed, beautifully written, just incredible. But yeah, so in regards to the lyrics, I stare out into the distance of the city scene. From way up here, it's so serene. There's nothing said as I make myself more comfortable with the edge. I leap into the darkest night. Wind on my face, it satisfies. I never have felt so alive. And in my dreams, I fly away. So it's like, is this person actually killing themselves? Or are they just dreaming of ending their life? I don't know. But either way, holy shit. once again, those really, really harsh brass instruments. Like, I was listening to, I think it was said in the Tracks podcast that they intentionally had to like tell the musicians that they had hired to do like the orchestral pieces that they had to like tell them to play wrong, essentially, like real to really get that dissonance and that harsh tone. And the musicians are like, are you sure? Like, it doesn't sound very good, but it's all stylistic. And you can still hear the guitar in the background as well with that original melody. So, I don't have a ton to say about this song. This is the last song on the album, the title track, Life is But a Dream. This song was originally written by Brian Sinister Gates as a song for Matt's first son, River, whenever he was born. So, this song is 10 years old at least, which is crazy that it's on this album released in 2023. Like, it's insane. But they are all, everybody in the band is obviously well versed in different instruments, and they've all, you know, played piano, but Brian was not a pianist by any means. So when they were first talking about putting this song on the album, Brian had decided to take the time, because he had written it on his computer using like a MIDI software, you know. He had to take the time to learn how to play it on piano, and then they recorded it in Sin's home so that he was comfortable. They just set up some mics so it's like you can hear, you know, like it's not perfect. And I think that there's something really beautiful about that. And other than that, there's nothing I really have to say about this song. It's really beautiful. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so, so much for watching. I love music. I love Avenged Sevenfold. This is truly my passion in life, and I just wanted to talk about the album, you know? I had all of this information, all of these cool talking points, and nobody to share it with, so I hope that you were able to enjoy it, and yeah. There you have it. Life is but a dream. I just had a really cool thought that I had to share. This song was created for Matt's son River when he was born. And the song is Life is But a Dream. And it is the song that ends the album and is preceded by the song Death. And I think that it's just fucking poetic. It is so poetic that the album ends with Death and then Life is But a Dream, which is a song that was written for the birth of his fucking son. So cool. Okay, all right, I'm done. Enjoy.